Hello, I'm Tim Downie and I play Gale in Baldur's Gate 3. Now, let's see if I can remember some of my iconic lines. I can already tell you I'm going to be a low score. I am absolutely jubilant with that. That sounds absolutely awesome. Well met, stranger. What comes next? You know what? I remember recording this. I cannot remember what I said. Welcome to Gale's Tower. I have no idea. This is my cat, Tara. I don't know.
Well met, stranger. You find yourself in the presence of the renowned wizarding prodigy, Gale of Waterdeep. Please, no need to be intimidated.
Rings big bells now. Tav tastes part of a corpse in the Sharan Temple. It must be something about spiders. You licked a dead spider? Dead spider. That is something you did.
You licked a dead spider. Dead spider. You licked it. That is something that happened.
Pretty darn close. Let's see the leaderboard so far. Well, I can already tell you I'm going to be a low score, so I'm going to go with Doug, knowing full well he's going to win. It's Halsin. He wants to be with me. We would share. I imagine it's probably something along the lines of, well, is either going to go, this is outrageous, absolutely not, no way, thank you, you go and enjoy yourself and I'll see you later, or he'll just get annoyed and walk away. What's the answer?
Share? You're not a loaf of bread to be divvied up at supper time.
So the canon couples, I hear a lot about the blood weave between Gale and Astarion, and also Karlach and Gale. So I hear that's quite a coupling as well. And I think, the interesting money, I think, would probably go on Gale and Lizelle, as that would just be the most volatile relationship in the world, surely. Surely! There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale. Gale of Waterdeep, and yours is the quill that will write it. I want to say Elminster.
There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep.
I mean, I'm already thrilled that I've got two. I was brought up on film, I wasn't brought up on games. So it certainly has. It's opened my eyes up to a whole world that I never really knew existed. And also the world of D&D as well. I knew smatterings of it. I used to watch the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon as a kid. But again, never really delved into it. We did the Dungeons & Dragons playthrough, which was my first time, and then learnt it there. I think we literally were sitting down and just kind of going over the rules. And I think I might have thrown in, so how do we win this? How does it work? And they said, oh, no, you don't win, which was, mind-blowing. Just before you're about to play it in like a live stream. Oh, right. Decided to drop this whole Gale of Waterdeep business. It's a bit pompous, don't you think? I actually remember this. I'll just go by plain old, something like this. Plain old Gale Decarius. Maybe a little less pompous, don't you think? Something like that?
You're now in the company of plain old Gale Decarius, a most brilliant wizard of intentionally limited renown.
Halfway there. I would love to play Gale again. I would dearly love to play Gale again. I think we're very joined now in so many various different ways. I was on a ferry from the Isle of Wight to Portsmouth on like a Sunday evening, and there was nobody around, just one guy working in the little cafe. So I said, hello, can I get an apple juice and a coffee? And he went, oh my God, you're Gale of Waterdeep. A lot of people said, oh, you're very much like Gale. I said, well, I know I sound like him. I really probably should have done a voice or an accent. And they said, no, you have a lot of books behind you, a lot of sort of wizardy books. It was like, do I? Oh, right, yes, I do. I do have collections of ancient grimoires and books of magic and things of that nature. And I do think we would definitely bond on books and just aesthetics. That sort of like, oh, it's a wintry day. It's the best day of the year. You're absolutely right. It's the best day of the year. Let's sit by the fire. You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. Is this a Mistral line?
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm.
I am absolutely jubilant with that. Absolutely jubilant. Didn't even hesitate. If only the game would end here, and I could go off in some sense of glory and wonder. What lines do I get asked to do the most? Stop licking the damn thing is obviously an absolute firm favourite. That it was the most surprising for me, actually, when I did it as well, as we recorded it quite straight, stop licking the damn thing. And then I think the very last take we did, I just imagined talking to my own kids if they just kept doing something like that, or picking something off the floor and eating it.
Stop licking the damn thing!
Yeah, and it stuck. That may explain why most gnomes possess such short fuses. Karlak, maybe? Or Lae'zel. My god, if Lae'zel was saying that, that would be... Just sit down for a week. I have no idea. Look at you making a joke.
That may explain why most gnomes possess such short fuses.
Lae'zel! Was that a joke?
I'm just going to, again, revel in the fact that I got that little bit right. Is there an underrated Gale line? I think a lot of the death sounds are underrated because they took so long and were recorded in a cupboard during COVID. So I'd like to see them getting some airtime because they hurt. And the volume of trying to learn as much, well, not learn, but to pronounce Latin at length over a process of a couple of days. I must start getting some more Latin incantation quotes to write to write for people. But enjoying our walks together, aren't you, Gale? A slightly snidey line, maybe. Would this be with Astarion? Maybe Gale says, no, not really. Or it would be nice to be done in the daylight.
I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, Gale?
Sure. In silence.
Yeah, all right. I mean, that scans. That scans. Well, I think it's extraordinary. Just the whole writing of the thing is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. To sit down and write one lineal narrative is tricky enough, let alone so many interlocking stories, and to retain that depth and level of skill is absolutely extraordinary. Gale's journey, Gale's relationship with Mystra, how that falls apart, and how he deals with the fallout of all of that, and how there's still the echo of these things, and then to allow those little elements of lightness, just give it a real roundness. And I think that's probably why they did end up winning the Hugo Award. He's a hero. A fucking hero. Will? Or Karlak, maybe? I can't imagine Astarion saying it to me, and I definitely can't imagine Lae'zel saying it. I would obviously say it about myself, I guess that goes without saying. I don't know, Shadowheart.
He's a hero. A fucking hero.
Oh, I was right the first time. What ending do I think is most fitting for Gale? When I was told Gale could become a god, I was like, yeah, I'm going to become a god. That sounds absolutely awesome. And then the idea of a quieter ending for Gale sits very comfortably as well. The idea of, the Blackstaff Academy, living quietly, bookish, and being quite, sort of just happy. And also you get the holidays as well with a teacher, because being a god is, honestly, the hours are dreadful. For me, it would be one of those. We all need to talk about the council's proposed rubbish collection times and the winter streetlights campaign. This is Mr. Brown from Good Omens 2 talking to Aziraphale in the pub.
All need to talk about the council's proposed rubbish collection times and the winter streetlights campaign.
That was a real thrill to do that, and to work with David and Michael was just a delight. Like my career and world up until Baldur's Gate has been film and TV and theatre. Toast of London sits up there most definitely as one of my favourites. Outlander was fantastic as well, for differing reasons. Peep Show was a joy. Business Secrets of the Pharaohs, that's right. Correcting the errata. Upstart Crow was wonderful to do as well. I was working with some of my absolute childhood heroes. And to sort of be in a room with Ben Elton and David Mitchell and Aid Edmondson. Okay, I got 55%. Thrilled. So where did I come on the leaderboard? I've actually done better than I thought I would. Goodness gracious me, I've leapt 2 places. Couldn't be happier. Today's a good day. For more BG3 content, watch this video next.